Hello everyone, and today we are going to be learning about factoring polynomials using a greatest common factor. Okay, so first we're going to review how to simplify a polynomial, and then we're going to learn how to factor it. Okay, so first we're going to do a times 3a is going to give us 3a squared, and then a times 7 will give us plus 7a. So now, when you look at it, a is going to be your greatest common factor. And if you notice, we had a out front with parentheses. Okay? So then, let's try the next one. We have negative 2m times m squared. It's going to give us negative 2m cubed. And then negative 2 times positive 6m. Negative 12m squared, and then negative 2 times negative 1 will give us positive 2m. Okay? Alright, let's take a look at the next one. We have 5xy times x. This is going to be 5x squared y. Oops. And then 5xy times negative 2y is going to be negative 10xy squared. Because remember, we're counting our x's, and then we counted our y's. Alrighty. So, what is factoring? Factoring is when you break up numbers to create what it multiplies by. Okay, so I guess you just take out the greatest common factor is what I'm going to say. Greatest common factor, at least for today. Polynomials that cannot be factored are called simplified. Okay. There might be a different vocab word for that, but we will talk about that tomorrow, okay? Alright, so today we are going to be learning about how to factor using the greatest common factor. Alrighty, so for our first example, we have to think about the greatest common factor of 3x plus 12. So what is the greatest common factor between 3 and 12? Well, if you're not sure, you can list out the factors of 3, which would be 1. Whoops, sorry, my hand's in the way. And 3. Can't really read that. And then you can list out the common factors of 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Well, the largest one of 3 is 3, and therefore the largest one of 12 is 3. So we're going to take out a 3, okay? And then we have to divide each piece by your greatest common factor. So 3x divided by 3 is going to be x, and then 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4. Okay? So that way, when you distribute the 3, you will get 3x plus 12, because this would become 3x and then plus 12. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're just creating that original parentheses. Okay? So then let's take a look at the next one. So we have 7y minus 7. Well, this one's a little bit easier because our greatest common factor is going to be 7. So we're going to take a 7 out, parentheses, and then we're going to divide each of them by 7. So 7y divided by 7 is going to give us y. Negative 7 divided by 7 will give us negative 1. Alrighty. Take a look at the next one. We have 5x plus 30y. Think about your greatest common factor, and it's going to be 5. So then you want to divide both pieces by 5. and you'll get x plus 6y. Alright, let's try the next one. Same type of deal. Your greatest common factor is going to be 8. And then divide everything by 8. So you get m plus, wait a second, does 36 does not go into 8. I'm sorry, guys. So, list out your greatest common factors of 8 and 36. I'm sorry. It's a rough morning. 1, 2, 4, 8. And then for 36, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, and then 18. So for this one, our greatest common factor is actually going to be 4. Okay? Sorry, guys. And so we're going to have 4 on the outside of our parentheses. And then we're going to divide both sides by 4, not 8. So then 8 divided by 4 is going to give us 2m. And 36n divided by 4 is going to give us 9m. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. For the next one, we have 6a squared plus 27. So start by listing your factors of 6 and 27. And this time our greatest common factor is going to be 3. So we're going to divide everything by 3. 6 divided by 3 is going to give us 2a squared. 27 divided by 3 is going to give us 9. Okay. Alrighty, we are about to step it up a notch. Okay. So we have 4y squared minus 24y. Okay, so this time we're going to have 2 common factors. Alright, so 4 goes into 24, but then we also have y's. Okay, so let's take a look. So we know that we have a common factor of 4. But we're also going to have a common factor of y because both of our terms have a y. So we're going to divide each term by 4y. 4 divided by 4 gives us 1. And then y squared divided by y just gives us 1y. Okay? And then 24 divided by 4 will give us negative 6. Y divided by y gives us 1. Alrighty. So let's try the next one. Here we have 21 CD minus 3D. So we're going to divide both sides by 3D because that's going to be our common factor. 21 divided by 3 is going to give us 7. And we have C, and then D divided by D will give us 1. And then 3D divided by 3D will give us 1. Alright. If you're not sure about 14 and 18, go ahead and list out those common factors, or go ahead and list out their factors. So 1, 2, 7, 14, and then 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. So this time our greatest common factor is going to be 2. And then what letter do they both have? They both have H. We're going to divide everything by 2H. So 14 divided by 2 will give us 7. And then we have a g, h divided by h will leave us with 1. And then 18 divided by 2 will give us 9. H divided by h gives us 1. Alrighty. Next one. We have 15 and 30. Okay. So 15 is going to be our greatest common factor. And then we have a's in both. And then we have b's in both terms. So we're going to divide both terms by 15ab. Okay, 15 divided by 15 will give us 1. A squared divided by a gives us 1a. B divided by b gives us 1. And then 30 divided by 15 will give us 2. A divided by a gives us 1. B divided by b gives us 1. Okay. Again, if you're ever not sure, try multiplying it out. That's how you'll know that you're doing it right. Alright, for the next one, your greatest common factor, I believe, will be 8. And then is there a common letter? Yeah. We have B's, and we also have C's. So 16 divided by 8 will give us 2. B divided by B gives us 1. C squared divided by C will give us a C. And then 24 divided by 8 will give us 3. B divided by B gives us 1. C divided by C gives us 1. Alright? Now let's see if we can do it without numbers. Let's see if we can do it with just letters. And personally, I think the letters are a little bit easier, because look, we have an A and an A. So then our greatest common factor is going to be A. And so A divided by A will just leave us with B. Negative A divided by A will give us negative 1. Alright, and then we have x squared plus 3xy. So our greatest common factor is x. So divide everything by x. X squared divided by x will give us 1x. And then we have 3 divided by x. 3x divided by x will give us 1. And then we have a y. Alrighty. So the back looks pretty scary, but I want to see if you guys can do it. Okay? So, for your rules, look at your coefficients first. A variable must be common to all of your terms to be a greatest common factor. If the variable is common to all terms, take the one with the smallest exponent. And then you're going to divide all your terms by the greatest common factor to get the remainder in your parentheses, which is what I've been doing all along. Alright, so I want you guys to work on 13 through 24. And then I will provide you guys with the answers, okay? But the answers aren't good enough. You have to show your work, okay? Alrighty, here are the answers for 13 through 18. If you can do these, you can pretty much do them all, okay? So again, I don't really care about the answers. I more care about how you got them. So if you got the same answers as I did, then you're doing something right. If you didn't, try again, okay? And now you get to work on Delta Math. I do want you to complete the assignment by the end of class today.